What a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments from kickoff. All the action coming live.
Can the owner of the red car registration BGO4?
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. Perfect playing conditions. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary, along with Sue Smith. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd with their season just about to get underway. How do you see this one going then, Sue?
Well, the first game's always special. They're certainly going to be challenging this season. There's some quality in this squad. It's a difficult place to come to, but they've been looking to get a result here today.
This is the home side's team today.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4-4-2, and you'd expect the two strikers to occupy both centre-backs. When they attack, they'll combine, and the wide midfielders, they'll get forward to provide crosses for them both.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Well, it looks like they'll also start with a 4-4-2, and that does put the emphasis on individual performances, particularly in those key midfield areas. I think that's where it's going to be won today.
So away we go then. Pushing forward now to make the right choice. And that has missed by quite a distance. Now, this has to be. Must be. And we haven't had to wait long for the opening goal. It's 1-0.
Well, if we watch this again, it's all about the run. You've got to question the defending, but I don't want to take anything away from his superb individual goal.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0. And unable to retain possession. Lee. They've given it away here. What a chance here! Has to be. And it's a decent stop by the goalkeeper. And he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, he's got to score that guy. It's a huge opportunity to equalise.
They could level it here. No need to worry about that effort for the keeper. And away it goes. A decent move looked to be building, but that's it for now. Could be dangerous. Just needs the composure now. Surely. Well, he's got two now, and he's playing a starring role here.
Well, here's the replay, and it's so impressive how quickly they go from back to front. And what a finish. He goes for power. It was never in doubt. He just looks so confident running through.
So away we go again at 2-0 now. Goes for goal! Oh, that's fine goalkeeping. Just about able to get fingertips to it, and a corner to come. Over it comes. The defence does its work. And the shot thwarted. There's a chance for the breakaway here. Is there something at the end? Oh, a great chance. Well, not the easiest of saves, but you'd expect him to probably stop that.
Well, I think if that went in, there probably wouldn't have been a way back for them. They just can't keep conceding chances like this, though.
Well, that's what he's there for. It's a good stop. The counter looks on here. Options available. Good work to regain possession. This has to be. Must finish. And there's the hat-trick. He'll be taking the match ball home.
Well, here's the replay, and what a run this is. They just couldn't get anywhere near him, and then he manages to keep his cool at the end and finishes it off well.
And the game restarts with this, as good a first-half performance as you're likely to see. Lee Chang-min. Decent-looking attack, this. It's away, off the keeper's glove. And that whistle brings the first half to a close. Well, he's put in a thoroughly dominant display so far. Absolutely outstanding.
Well, that's an outstanding first-half performance. His goals have been really well taken, but it's his all-round game. His movement, his work rate. I wonder how many he's going to get today.
Off we go, the match. So away we go then for the second half. Ju. And away, they've got it clear. And the forward progress continues. Real opportunity. And another goal. It seemed all over before, but there's another to really seal it.
Here's the replay, and it's a nice bit of skill to beat his man, that he keeps his composure to finish it off well. It's a quality goal, that.
So the lead now 4-0 as the game restarts. Lee Chang-min. Pushing forward now to make the right choice. He takes it on. And the keeper more than equal to it. Nicely played through. Can he finish? Oh, it's a nightmare for him, that. It looked a really good chance to score. Well, I'd like to know your thoughts on the transfer that's finally taken place, Sue. It seemed to take a while, but it's...
I think they're through on goal.
Oh, what a save!
Well, he's a class goalkeeper, and he showed it there with that save.
Delivered into the box. Well, danger averted, but it will be another corner. Only half the job done there. Not the end to the move they were looking for. Just needs the composure now. And this is turning into one magnificent and memorable match. Yet another goal.
Well, here's the replay, and it's the way he uses his body. The defender is tight, but he manages to get a yard of space to get his shot off. It's really strong play, that.
And off we go again, with the gap now a full 5-0. This is a good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? And maybe that's a misconnection with the ball. It's well wide. And the pass is incomplete. Nicely won. Decent chance, this. And no scraps for the attackers to feed off. Hung on to the ball well. Ju. Well, it has to be perfectly struck from that distance, and that wasn't.
It wasn't. He certainly got the confidence to have a go from there, but he gets it all wrong. It's miles away from the target.
Given away by the goalkeeper. There's a good amount of freedom here. Found nicely and in. But he can't keep the effort on target. Goal kick to come. Played into the near post. Oh, it's a nightmare.
The man of the moment. 4 goals last time out. Can he light up the stage again? Don't go anywhere. This is EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And very excited to be bringing you action from K-League 1. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, it was a decent start by the visitors in their opening fixture. They played some attractive football, they looked fit, and they fully deserved the 3 points. Can they repeat that today? Let's hope so.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, Derek, he scored 4 goals last time out, so he should be full of confidence. And he was absolutely ruthless in front of goal. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we're going to see more of that today.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more likely to be 3 players in behind the main centre forward.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. Wonderful chance. Not out of the woods yet. And it's got to be. And there it is, the opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
One 0 then. Now they have possession in a good area of the pitch. Well, he passed the power test. Shame about the accuracy. Something to worry about here. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Oh, he's through here. Surely. Will he find the net? And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it.
Well, I have to say, he made this look so easy. 1v1 against the keeper, and there was only one outcome. Brilliant finish.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. And they need to get tighter. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. And that was a very fine read. Once again, couldn't keep hold of it. Showing a real will to win the ball. Well, play getting a bit bogged down in midfield. The verdict is offside here. So making the substitution now. Good distribution. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, he's been a long way from his best up front, Stuart.
Well, Derek, he has to impose himself on this game. He's been far too quiet so far. If they are to get back into this, he needs to make something happen and start getting some shots away.
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. And a lot to like about this attack. And in with a real chance. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Well, there's been so much talk about a potential transfer, but it's potential no more. It's fact. And what a magical save it was! Now, how about the short corner? Delivering it into the box. Under no real pressure, he has thinking time. And a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner.
Well, this has to be their way back into the game. The crowd are certainly playing their part.
And taken short. Cross could be useful. Well, the cross played in far too deep, and it's going to be a throw-in. Now sliding in field. Real defensive resilience. Gets in the way once more. It's opening up for them. Trying his luck. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Defensive resilience to shut them down.
Well, you feel they needed to score there just to get back in it, but it's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper.
Easy save.
Well, as you can see, they've had good opportunities, but they haven't taken enough of them, and that's been their main problem. It's just been a bad day at the office.
That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Jumin Q might work out and just has to remain calm. Still a chance. Keeper did his job to begin with. And there it is. An almost intuitive piece of finishing.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Three goals without reply. Is it going to be? And a goal! It's a finish of real class! No shortage of acrobatics on display here. He's judged it to perfection. Incredible header.
Well, just look at this. The timing, the determination, the skill. This is a brilliant header from a top-class player. It's a great goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Good-looking sequence. And he did what he had to do defensively. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. And the electronic... Well, the referee might have to send him off. And a red card it is. Denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, as soon as he made the tackle, he knew the outcome. That's an easy decision for the referee.
High pressing and good high pressing. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it's another good display.
Not out of the woods yet. Hello everyone, the heavens opened earlier and the rain shows no inclination to stop. We're looking forward to the game anyway. I'm Derek Ray and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And we have K-League 1 action coming right up for you. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, thanks, Derek. After their start to the season, these fans will be fairly happy, I think. They've looked fit, they've looked well organised and they've been good going forward. They'll certainly be hard to beat today.
Is this the moment? An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
And the emphasis is on creativity. Well, on a good day, that might have gone in for the equaliser.
Yeah, I agree. That was half a chance, I would say, but they still trail here.
And plenty of room in the wide area. That's a useful cross. Will it happen this time? And under pressure, that was a fine claim. An effective challenge. Happy to shoot. Still alive. It has to be, surely. Terrific save.
Well, that was a great save. But the way they're playing at the moment, the equaliser can't be far away now.
And still looking for space. And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. Well, no card, just a warning and a fair few protestations.
Well, not every foul is a yellow card. I think the referee is right here.
To extend their lead here. And the penalty is converted. A goal it is. And now he can exhale.
Here it is again, and he makes it look so easy. He sends the keeper one way before striking it into the opposite side. That's an excellent finish.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Chances on. Can he find the net? And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him. Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Not smooth in possession. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. And the substitution will occur now. Difficult to stop him. It is to be a throw-in. And he's lost custody of the ball here. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? All fairly run-of-the-mill in terms of what the keeper had to do. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And so the battle commences. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Trying to open them up. Oh, that's a fine ball. Missing the target by a tiny margin.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right, but he almost pulled it off there. He made such good contact with the ball.
Well, they couldn't keep it. Well, there's been quite a bit of interest in Everton's new acquisition. This has finally gone through, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Could be threatening, and they could do damage. The crowd encouraging him to take it on, and he didn't hesitate. Good thing too.
Well, he's so quick off his line. That's great goalkeeping, you have to say.
Lee Yong. Well, a good tackle. Well, plenty of scope for them to attack. Great opportunity! And under pressure, that was a fine claim. He's in here. I don't think he'll be proud of that challenge, and it's left to the referee to decide what happens next. Oh, fancy footwork, but a good piece of tidying up. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw in to come. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. Plenty of support here. And let's give credit to the defending. Well, a real chances on. The net is staring him in the face. Oh, he saved it. Brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he got it all right there. That's an excellent save from the keeper, you have to say that.
And they will make the change now. And he did what he had to do defensively. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. Can he do it? Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, it's another good display, and I have to say a well-deserved win. They look a really strong side at the moment. They just need to keep it going now.
But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, that was a great performance. His understanding of how to find space was brilliant today. And, of course, he scored 2 really good goals.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay with us. We'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And our action for you today comes from K-League 1. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, it's great to see a team playing with wingers in a 4-3-3, but they've got to be effective, both with their dribbling and their crosses. Otherwise, they'll become bit-part players.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, if they're going to play as a 4-4-2, they must make sure they stay compact out of possession and then stretch the pitch when they do have the ball. How they play in transition is going to be key today.
And the contest begins. And threading it through. Never really close to the goal. And it will be a goal kick. A mistake from the keeper. Will it be punished? And continues his run. And he's in. Well, I think fair to say, Stuart, not one for his personal scrapbook.
Well, that's really wayward. His technique completely let him down there.
Well, they couldn't keep possession. And he has options available. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, at the moment, Derek, every time a chance comes his way, he finishes brilliantly. He looks a real threat, whether he's running with the ball or running behind defenders to get on the end of through balls. He's going to score again today, I'm sure of it.
Can they create something from here? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. And he's made headway. And it's got to be. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Oh, big chance! Edgar. A super tackle, and they've won possession.
Well, there you have it. The hosts have had so much of the possession, but they aren't doing enough with it. They need to pass it quicker, play forward earlier and show more energy. Otherwise, they won't get back into this one.
Oh, Stuart, they might be onto something here. And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Well, a committed challenge. What's the referee going to do about it? And it was always going to be crystal clear for the referee in terms of the decision.
Well, he had to make a tackle, didn't he? Unfortunately, it wasn't a good one.
Can he take the chance? Oh, magical piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. Such good reactions. It really is.
Clear to see who got the last touch, so a throw-in it'll be. Crossing opportunity, and fisted away. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Now a decent position. In position, but pressure to cope with. Well, now he's let that run out of play, and it will be a throw-in here. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
Yeah, and at that price, it seems like very good business, doesn't it? Looking forward to seeing his debut, and hopefully he can hit the ground running.
Real chance. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
Three goals without reply. This is looking threatening. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. So a throw in here. And into the last 20 minutes. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. And deep into the penalty area. Well, a powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. An example of how to press. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Long-range effort. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Well, that'll be a free kick. Well, just overplayed it. Uncomfortable for the keeper. Well, he's certainly not alone. Almost the chance they could get caught out on the break here. And he's broken free. The crossbar got in the way. Well, defensive resilience there. So on the cusp of the final whistle, and the visitors very much in command, Stuart.
Well, the result has never really been in doubt, has it? They've created so many chances with some brilliant attacking play. I think they've looked an outstanding team today.
What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. Real chance. Oh, big opportunity. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the... Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. Oh, he's through here! Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper.
Well, so close to seeing an early goal here. It's a great save, you have to say.
Good work to regain possession. Oh, no let up, plenty of pressure. Well, I know the home side are very proud of this particular statistic. They can boast the best defensive record in the league, Stuart.
Well, they've been so well organised defensively. They press the ball from the front, the midfield players work really hard, and the defence are so disciplined. They're just so hard to break down.
Oh, big chance! And the keeper more than equal to it. Oh, really closing him down. Very alertly winning back possession. In with a chance! Well, whatever way you slice it, a long, long way from the target, Stuart.
Well, a lack of technique and composure there. That's a bad miss.
Might be a chance here. And he's missed the opportunity to net the opening goal.
Well, it should be 1-0, Derek. You can see how frustrated he is with himself.
Couldn't keep it. Well, not pretty, but very gritty. Well, time just challenged magnificently. He's in behind. And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely!
Well, here's the replay, and he's got to clear his lines there. He doesn't do that. He has his pocket picked, and he's been rightly punished. Poor defending.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Oh, in with a chance! Surely! And you've just witnessed a moment of truly high-class goalkeeping.
You're absolutely right. What a save that is. He's reacted so quickly.
And the problem not completely solved. And problem solved for now. So the half-time whistle is sounded, and it's so far so good for the hosts.
Well, I hate to say it, but we were absolutely right about their defending. They just look so well organised. They squeeze up at the right time, they drop off when needed, and they close the ball down quickly. Defensively, that was almost the perfect first half.
And the game begins. And he's missed the opportunity to net the opening goal.
Well, it should be 1-0, Derek. You can see how frustrated he is with himself.
Well, timed his challenge magnificently. He's in behind. And there it is, the breakthrough. That will do nicely. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. And quite simply, wide of the target. And time for the change now. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. Well, that's a wild attempt, even though the angle was a bit tricky.
Well, the cutback would have been the better option there, I'm sure about that.
Oh, he's through here. Must be. Kim. And possession lost there. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Just the challenge that was required. Trying to open them up. But no, just offside.
Well, it was close, and it is offside. The assistant got that absolutely right.
And time for the change now. Throw-ins given. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitch side. And he's broken free. Surely a smart stop here. Really being closed down and didn't like it. 10 minutes to go. Kim. And they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Oh, great attacking play. This could be it! And read the danger magnificently.
Well, if he gets this wrong, a penalty and a sending off, but he was spot on with his challenge.
And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Lee. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, once more, their defensive display was so good. They just know exactly what their job's
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay tuned. We'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. Welcome, everyone, on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And our action for you today comes from K-League 1. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, what a start he's had to the season. He looks so sharp at the moment and his finishing has been lethal. There's every chance he'll add to his tally today.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Well, on paper, they look a very balanced team. But the three advanced midfielders must at times make runs beyond the centre forward. Otherwise, they might just lack a bit of penetration.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, if they're going to play as a 4-4-2, they must make sure they stay compact out of possession and then stretch the pitch when they do have the ball. How they play in transition is going to be key today.
And the match is on. Away. Jesse Lingard. An effective challenge. Constantelias. Real chance. And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Constantelias. Well, putting in the challenge and giving it everything. Lingard. This attack looks highly promising. Options in the centre. The verdict is offside here. Good distribution. Keeper not concentrating. And a body in the way. Not giving him a moment's peace. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. Not the pass he had in mind. Giannis Constantelias. And he's broken free. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. And the verdict is a sending off.
Well, he can't argue with that. He knew what he was doing, and it was always going to be a red card. He's a silly boy, really.
And that's a really excellent free kick from that position.
Well, how unlucky was that? Just look at his technique. He strikes it so well.
Cho Young-wook. Good visualisation and execution. Gives it a go. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Surely. And he squandered the chance to equalise.
Well, I have to say, that's a wasted opportunity. They should be level here.
There to take it away. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. And all the way through it goes to the goalkeeper. Very quick thinking there. Well, he certainly caught all of that, but was never going to trouble the keeper in the end. Goal kick it is. And with that, the first half draws to a close. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
And so the battle commences. Real chance. And a goal! 1-0. Our camera lens trained on one man. Will he add to his total of 4 goals from his last 3? Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. I'm very excited to be bringing you action from K-League 1. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got 2 teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and 2 coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And with that, the attack fizzles out. And playing it through. And running in behind. Great movement. Off the post and back in play. Decided to take on the shot from a difficult angle. Not a memorable effort, though.
Well, you have to question the decision-making there. Could he have cut it back? The angle was always against him.
Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, 4 goals in his last 3 appearances says it all, doesn't it, Derek? He's been absolutely outstanding. He's taken the chances that come his way, and he looks a real threat every time he gets the ball.
Well, offside, unfortunately. And taking it away. And he's hit it with authority! Well, the keeper made the save pretty easily in the end. An effective challenge. Well, they have the ball once more. Lost possession. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Just straying offside. Can he finish? No problems at all for the keeper.
Well, that's not great, is it? There's been a real lack of quality in the game. The passing's been too safe, and there hasn't been enough movement from the front players. The recipe for a poor spectacle.
And the keeper reacting just as we would have expected. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. Oh, chance perhaps. A smart stop here. Over it comes. And efficient defending. Good tackle. And he has options available. Has a go! And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect, Stuart.
Well, he's struggled to have any real impact on the game. I think if they are to kick on in the second half, it's key that he sees a bit more of the ball, and hopefully with that, he can start to put that back line under a bit more pressure.
And they kick off here. Decided to take on the shot from a difficult angle. Not a memorable effort, though.
Well, you have to question the decision-making there. Could he have...
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. And teammates around him. Well, you've got to say, comfortably off target, Stuart.
Yeah, that's a waste of good possession. His teammates are not happy with him, and they're letting him know.
Well, timed his challenge magnificently. 30 minutes left for play. Well, there to intercept. Well, both sides encountering difficulties keeping possession. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. A fine reading of the situation. Given away again. Oh, he's through here! Superb chance! Oh, chance missed! Nil-nil it remains.
Well, chances don't come much better than that. What a miss that is.
Lee Yong-jae. "15 minutes left for play. Ju Min Kyu. And there the move ends for now. Incisive pass. Can they convert? And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Kim. Late in the game here, and they know what they've got to do. And crossed in there. Well, he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, what a good finish to the game that was. They just wore down the opposition, and in the end, they got their reward. That's a really good win for them.
Well, Stuart, he really has had a lot to say for himself out on the pitch.
Well, he obviously scored the winning goal, but it was his overall performance that impressed me most. He was on fire today.
And this confrontation is underway. Decided to take on the shot from a difficult angle. Not a memorable effort, though.
Well, you have to question the decision-making there. Could he have...
And teammates around him. Well, you've got to say, comfortably off target, Stuart.
Yeah, that's a...
Oh, chance missed! 0-0 it remains.
Well, chances don't come much better than that. What a miss that is.
Incisive pass. Can they convert? And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their support. Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And we have K-League 1 action coming right up for you. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, for a while, everybody played with a 4-4-2, and it can still be a very good system. But it does rely very much on your front two getting the better of their markers and the wide midfield players being good in 1v1 situations. Let's hope they play it well today.
And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Well, it looks to be the same system here, so it's just a case of which team presses the ball better and which team can get their wide players into more advanced areas. There are some good matchups here.
It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. Well, the stats are there for all to see. The visiting side with the best defensive record in the league, and they do it with relish.
Well, they've been so hard to break down this season, and key to that has been the centre-back combinations. They've looked so assured. They've been excellent right from the start.
Oh, managing to beat him. Oh, tremendous save!
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent piece of goalkeeping. That's a great stop.
Corner kick played in, and making sure it wasn't problematic. He's in with a chance. Must be. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
One 0 then. Very alertly winning back possession. Kovacevic. Fancies a pop from here. Well, it looked as though it had a chance of going in.
Well, he should make the keeper work there, but you sense a goal is coming.
Oh, good vision. Can he do it? Might still be able to do a bit of damage. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. They're really pressing their opponents. Losing possession a bit easily. Well-timed tackle. Good-looking move. Kovacevic. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. So there goes the half-time whistle. It is an acceptable scoreline from the point of view of the visitors. They find themselves on top, Stuart.
Well, we discussed it before the game. They are a brilliant team defensively. Their decision-making about when to press and when to delay the opposition has been spot on. I just can't see them conceding today.
He's in with a chance. Must be. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest. Kovacevic. Fancies a pop from here. Well, it looked as though it had a chance of going in.
Well, he should make the keeper work there, but you sense a goal is coming.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And nicely struck! Well, it wasn't quite as dangerous as I thought it might be. Kim. Plenty of support here. Read it superbly to take back possession. And he's in. And in range. And a goal! They're going to take some stopping now. 2 in front here.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. And into the last 30 minutes now. This could be troublesome. He's just got to continue his run. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Incisive pass. Just needs to stay calm. Well, this could really help the cause. Opportunity. Well, trying to plot a route back into the game, but that does not help their cause.
Well, they needed to take this chance just to give them some hope here.
Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game.
Well, the away side haven't bossed the possession, as you can see, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. Oh, genuine chance. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Oh, they have it again. And space to attack. He got in the way of that cross. So following the deflection, a corner kick. And the substitution will occur now. So the corner played into the box. Under pressure. So disappointing for them. This is slithering away.
Well, the clock's ticking faster than they would like. I think that had to go in, Derek.
And slipped through beautifully. Saved, but still a chance. Well, threat over for now. He's in behind. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, we spoke about their great defensive record, but today it was all about their front players. I thought they were excellent. Their ability to turn with the ball around the edge of the box was a real feature of their play. They were certainly good value for that win.
He's in with a chance. Must be. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest. Kovacevic. Fancies a pop from here. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And on the menu is live coverage of K-League 1. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that will have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
This is how it looks for the home side.
Well, 4-4-2 is a good formation if it's played well. It covers most of the bases defensively, and if you can then rotate your positions when you regain possession, you can also be fluid in attack. Let's hope we see that today.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, in terms of shape, it's very similar. But can they add a bit of cleverness to their play? They've certainly got the individuals who can beat opponents in the 1v1 battles. That's going to be key.
And the match is underway. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. Can he do it? Nicely saved.
Well, so close to getting that early goal there, but it was a wonderful save by the keeper, you have to say.
And a creative look about this. The fans are shouting, shoot! Can he get them in front? There it is! The opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made!
Well, as you can see, they finished this really easily. They don't give the keeper a chance, do they? That's a good goal.
So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, the stats tell you everything. He's a top-class striker. Even when he's having a quiet game, he can still pop up with a goal, as we may well see today.
Oh, this looks useful. And he might be through here. A glorious chance. Rifled against the post, but back in play. Well, it just petered out.
Well, that would certainly have put them in a great position. But with only a one-goal lead, they're never going to be able to relax.
And the right place to cut out the pass. A real opening now. Well, it might still work out for them. Still looking for space. And there it is! A 2-goal cushion now, and they just need to keep the concentration.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
2-0 now, and back underway. Into the advanced position. Oh, moving it nicely. He has time to play it over. Well, that's how to do it, inside your own penalty area. Stopped a surefire goal.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the possession, but they aren't doing enough with it. They need to pass it quicker, play forward earlier and show more energy. Otherwise, they won't get back into this one.
Well, the stoppage time situation. And he's in. Must be. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest.
Well, here it is again, and just look how he turns away from his marker and then gets his shot away. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution. And the match begins. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Super challenge. It looks promising. Could be. Oh, good work by the keeper. Over it comes. Spot on with that tackle. And making sure it wasn't problematic. Well, trying to probe, but not succeeding. That's a good-looking pass. Being pressed hard. And with that, the attack fizzles out. They are a goal down, but perhaps a chance to create something from this corner. And time for the change now. Corner kick played in. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. And he's in an offside position. Ju-min Kyu. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. He's given it straight to the opposition. What can he do with it now? But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. We might very well have late excitement here. 5 minutes to go and just one goal between them. Well, do they have a goal in the future? They're giving it a go. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Constantelias. Ju-min Kyu. And a strong tackle. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Kim Jong-woo. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone. And sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And we have K-League 1 action coming right up for you. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, a 4-4-2 system relies on good combinations all over the pitch. The front two, the central midfield pairing, the fullback and winger, and of course the centre-backs. If you can get these combinations right, you'll have a good team.
High pressing at its best. Gerso. Oh, in with a chance! Well, that's how to outwit your opponent. Well, defending always has to be a team effort. Good piece of covering. Well, he's certainly not alone. And threading it through. Opportunity missed. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he comes alive around the box. He's so good at backing into defenders, rolling away from them and then getting off his shots quickly. He's so difficult to mark, and that's why he's their leading goal scorer.
Struggling to keep the ball. And teammates around him. Now, this could be productive. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. Ju. And he's broken free. Will he? Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Kim. Is this the moment? Pretty comfortable piece of defending. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Stefan Mugosza. Oh, that's splendid play. Can he get them in front? Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. And danger averted. Well read.
Well, I still don't know how he kept that out, Derek. It's a fantastic save to keep it all square.
Well, maybe a chance for them now to relieve the pressure by stringing a few passes together. Could be! And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, he's got a few things right in this first half, but not everything.
Yes, there's certainly room for improvement. He struggled to have any real impact on the game. He hasn't got on the ball enough, and when he has, he's given it away cheaply. But I'm sure we'll see a marked improvement in the second half.
Opportunity missed. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Well, spot on with that challenge. Well, difficult for both sides to find any passing rhythm. Well, no stopping him. Oh, he's through here. Must be. And there it is, the breakthrough. That will do nicely.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Showing good defensive judgment. Oh, what an opportunity! Surely! And a goal! Another one! 2 in quick succession! No wonder they're celebrating!
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Modu Barrow. And space to cross it. And thwarted there following the cross. Took a nick on the way through, so a corner here.
Well, these fans can sense an opportunity here. They need to make the most of this corner.
And he's fired over the corner. Well, making contact with the ball, but couldn't quite keep his header down. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. And teammates around him. A corner will ensue. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. And over comes the corner. And dealt with it nicely. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Well, putting it wide from there, a pity really. And very deftly cut out. And no problems at all for the keeper. Now, who can he play it to? And quite simply, a brilliant save!
Well, that's why he's such a good goalkeeper. He got his angles absolutely right there.
Well, they fancy a short one. Well, there's the pullback. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Nicely blocked. Ju. And he's in. Oh, big chance. There's the goal. Surely now, that is that.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Stefan Mugosza. As far as stoppage time is concerned, 3 minutes here. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening.
I've just got a couple of questions I want to ask you about the match. No further questions. Thanks so much.
Cameras trained on one man in a rich vein of form and #1 in the scoring charts. Can he do it again today? Live on EA TV. Well, most of the fans in attendance here have had to bring their umbrellas and wear their raincoats. It's a soggy day for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
And this confrontation is underway. Lee. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough, just looking for that decisive pass. Well, plenty of scope for them to attack. Pulls it back. What a commitment to defending. And not a header that was ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper.